Maddie was struck and killed by a vehicle traveling on Britannia Road as she tried to cross the intersection. The young lady, described as an exceptional soul and an angel, was struck down with so many years and so much life ahead of her. And as a parent, Nicole had to do the unbearable and bury her daughter, say goodbye to her daughter. Now, sadly, Maddie's death didn't need to happen, and it could have been prevented. And as you can see, we have a photograph taken from the night of the actual death of Maddie. And the photograph shows very clearly that it was very dark at this intersection. And in fact, as it turns out, there were 5 street lights in the city of Mississauga at this intersection that were out. 5. We have another board which talks about the city's duty to keep adequate lighting. And essentially the minimum standard is 15 to 22 lux. So that's essentially how bright the intersection would be. We had an engineering study done on behalf of Nicole and her family, and the engineer, who's an expert in this area, found that with the 5 lights being out, the intersection had only 4.9 lux. So it wasn't even a third of the minimum standard. So 4.9 on the night that Maddie died, and it should have been between 15 and 22 lux. What does that mean? Well, engineers and experts all know that lighting makes a big difference when it comes to motor vehicle collisions and pedestrian deaths. So much so that studies show that lighting involving pedestrians fatalities can cut the fatalities by 45 to 80%. So the lighting in this situation would have made a big difference. And so today, we have started a lawsuit on behalf of Nicole and her family in the amount of $4 million, naming the city of Mississauga and the regional municipality of Peel, among others. Crossing the street shouldn't be a matter of life and death, not when fixing something as simple as a faulty street lighting could have saved Maddie's life. We shouldn't have to remind municipalities of their responsibility to ensure streets and intersections meet minimal standards. Too many lives depend on it, and Maddie's life depended on it. Madeline Petrielli is one of far too many pedestrians who've lost their lives on our roads. We believe her tragic death could have been prevented, and that's why we're here. Her family is looking for answers, accountability, and assurances from the city of Mississauga and the region of Peel that they're doing everything possible to make roads safer for other pedestrians, with the hope that what happened to Nicole's family and what happened to Madeline never happens to anyone else again. Those are my opening remarks. Nicole is available for questions, as am I.